Alright, in this video, which I intend to be pretty short, we're just going to add a method to the GameEntity interface and then implement it on our ball and paddle classes. So I think any GameEntity, and frankly this GameEntity interface, it might be better reorganized. I'm sort of playing around with the idea of reorganizing this into a parent class rather than having similar implementations across all the entities. So like you could create a superclass that all of these other ball and paddle inherit from. We're just going to keep it with an interface right now, and I'll do some different versions of inheritance elsewhere in the game. But let's add a method that returns a rectangle called getRect that will kind of give us some easy information about the position of things and do some like basic collisions later on, or be helpful with collisions. So now, because we added that method to the ball to the GameEntity class, we have to implement it. You can see that the compiler is upset with us at this point because we haven't said getRectangle is one of the methods in the ball and paddle class. So public rectangle getRect, and now the idea of this is that it's going to return a rectangle object that represents the position of the ball and paddle, and so this method is going to be the same. Really, when you have these methods that are starting to be like the same implementation across classes, that's what a good indicator that you should change and have a parent class so that they all just inherit the same methods. But we're just going to keep it like this for right now. So it's going to return a new rectangle based on our ball objects int x, int y, and size. So it's just going to communicate the general outline position. A rectangle represents the position of the ball. Now this will be almost exactly the same in the paddle class, so I'm just going to copy that and head over to the paddle, where I'm going to paste it right here. But it's not size, it's paddle width and paddle height and not y. It was a constant that we called y position, and this should be the position of the draw x, where it's currently being represented on the screen, and that looks good, and I think that's probably enough for this video. So every entity from here on out is going to be able to send information about its position through a rectangle object to classes that request that information.